My name is Mike Siegel, and I'm happy to start this at our Nelson Mullins Value-Based Care Conference 2022 Hot Topics and Trends. I'm hopeful that you're going to have a good opportunity to get to learn a lot of things at this forum. We've worked real hard at creating it, and I think that you will enjoy it. For people who are watching virtually, I just want to tell you that if you're looking to apply for CLE credit, please listen to two code words which will be announced throughout the presentation. Also, if you have questions for our panelists, please add them to the question box that you have. With that, I'm going to actually introduce my partner, Tom Moran, the head of our healthcare practice at Nelson Mullins, who's going to basically give opening remarks. Thanks, Tom.
Good afternoon. I am Tom Moran, and it is my distinct pleasure today to welcome you to the 2022 Nelson Mullins Value-Based Care Conference. We're very excited about today. Before we get going, I want to share with you an event that I thought about this morning that I thought I'd tell you about. About 25 years ago, my wife and I are having a lazy Saturday morning breakfast with our oldest child, our 7-year-old son, who sort of out of the blue announced, "Hey, Mom, Dad, I just want to let you know I'm going to marry 6-year-old Beth Ann down the street." He didn't say 6-year-old, obviously, but Beth Ann down the street. And I thought, wow, that's fascinating. And my wife sort of rolled her eyes and kept going. And I thought, well, I'd have a little bit of fun with this. And I said, well, you know, Wes, marriage is an expensive proposition. How, in fact, are you going to pay for things like, I don't know, food? And he said, well, yeah, we thought about that. We thought we'd sit in with you and Mom. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. So I doubled down on my having a little fun. I said, well, what are you going to do if she gets pregnant? And he said, well, we've been lucky so far. So what I could tell you for sure is, and the reason why I say this is that we are in fact, as opposed to Wes's luck, we are in fact lucky today to have a wonderful panel of guests and attorneys with Nelson Mullins to speak with us today about value-based care arrangements and share with us their wisdom and their experience. We are very grateful for that. I'd like to sort of walk through our agenda, our program today. First up will be Juliet Price. Juliet is our keynote speaker, and she's going to share with us her experiences and thoughts about how to get started with value-based contracting, including her strategies, other strategies to approach payers and methods to create a successful and profitable contracting relationship. Immediately after that will be our first panel, and our first panel will share with us a real life, not a fictional, but a real life example of a contract negotiation, including how to reach successful terms and agreements. Our next panel will then focus on the use of a value-based enterprise and how the value-based contracting can value-based enterprise can take value-based contracting to higher levels. And we're going to hear from industry participants with their experiences on how to be successful in contracting with these. The third or next to last panel will engage in a robust discussion about the increased focus on health equity and the future of value-based care. Last, our final panel will talk about legal issues involved in value-based contracting and how to stay compliant. Our attorneys and speakers will be here all day during the breaks and afterwards to discuss any of these concepts that you would like to, if you'd like to speak with us. And so without further ado, I'd like to ask Juliet Price to come to the podium. Thank you.